Guys, before you drop $30,000 on an app developer, watch this video. Here's a guide on how to hire app developers in 2025. So, what to expect, what matters, and the impacts of AI in the industry. So, what you should expect from an app developer is simply a fully functioning application with, all the features you ask for, exactly what you asked for, and designed the way you want it. And that goes into the second point, thought out UI and design. Design is the one thing that AI cannot automate. So you could pretty much tell if someone used AI to just completely do your app. And then you want speedy fulfillment, mainly because the market is shifting so quick. So you need your apps delivered within at least a month. And so here's what actually matters when creating a successful app. I'm talking to those people who want to become developers, who want to reach consumers or businesses with their app ideas. First things first, speed to market. Ideas are in an abundance right now. So, if you come up with an idea, someone else has come up with it. That's just a fact. So you need to get to the market first, and you need to establish yourself. And second of all, you need some decent design. Now, you don't have to go full professional designer, but Figma does the job well, and it needs to look at least semi-good. And you need a full go-to-market plan to your expertise. So what does this mean? So you need to be ready to go to market with, pre-launch, launch day, following up, building a community, things like that. And it depends on your expertise. So if you're really good behind the camera, if you're really good talking, you need to build and establish a platform. This makes it so easy to distribute. And I think really everybody should do it, no matter how comfortable they are behind the camera. But if that is completely against your plan, then you need to find a way where, you don't need to be behind the camera. So maybe a B2B application where you just send cold emails to a bunch of people in your ICP, and then you get clients that way. Either or works pretty well. And how does AI change app development? So first of all, speed to creation. You can now visualize any app you want in literally 15, 30 minutes, have it fully functioning in a few hours, and then in a few days, you can have it right the way you want it. And then second of all, access to information. Anybody can create an app about anything. It's just their confidence, their distribution, and how well they can articulate the knowledge that they've gained in this field. So for example, anybody could really create a fitness app. So calai.com, or calai, sorry. None of those guys were super, fitness, super smart about it, but they saw a problem, they got a quick solution, and then they knew how to market it, and boom, they're the top fitness app in the App Store. They took over like a monopoly in calorie tracking and unlimited competition. So what does this mean? Everybody thinks this is a bad thing. So there are an abundance of ideas, and all of them have been tried before, and a lot of them have been successful. So how do you win? You validate your ideas. How do you do this? Create a landing page, create some, share it around, This is why having a personal brand is so important. You can test apps within your ecosystem, within your community, and you can validate your ideas. Or what you can do is create a landing page, create a quick VSL, do good SEO, backlinks, things like that. Try and advertise it with the amount of social presence you have and on social media. Try and get as many signups as you can before you validate it. And even better, you make people pay before there's even a product, which is pretty difficult. But personal brand, this is the easiest way. I think everybody should have a personal brand. It's the one thing that's going to separate you in this AI age. So, for example, I'm creating these YouTube videos. One, as a means to, distribute my apps, and two, as a future proofing. If I have a personal brand in the future, it's going to be a lot more valuable than it is now. And taking successful ideas and making them better. So what I was talking about with CalAI, it's the best example. MyFitnessPal was by far the best app when it came to calorie tracking. CalAI came in, pretty much changed how calorie tracking works, made it easier. So they made it easier, and then they made it cooler, and then they were really good at marketing. So boom, it's the biggest calorie tracking app in the App Store. And then there's a bunch of calorie tracking apps now that are all around the same level, because they took what they saw that was doing well and just made it better. So now, where do you start? Do research on social media, and especially if you're making a consumer app, see what problems they have and solve your own problems. So if you have a problem within your daily life, or you have a problem within your business, solve that problem, make an app for it, and then go to market. And then the best piece of advice I can give you is start posting now. Start getting your face out there. Say, I'm building an app, and this is day one of my journey. A lot of people are doing that now. I did it myself as well on TikTok. It wasn't that important to me, but I did it, and it's helped me a lot. So now, everyone doesn't have the time to do their own research, learn everything about marketing, and learn how to launch apps. So this is where I come in. Due to popular demand, I created Maker Studio's App Acceleration. It's a done-for-you MVP in 3 business days, a done-for-you go-to-market strategy, which is really what matters, all the way from a week before launch to months after launch, and active support during your journey. So I launched my own very education app, which was a Maker Studio. Averaged 15 signups a day for the first 5 days, still averaging 15 a day. I had no previous social presence in the app space, and yet I was able to use my previous knowledge of social media to leverage and grow my app. Now, I'm going to be creating 12 apps over the next 90 days, all on this YouTube channel. I'm doing this because people are already asking me to make apps for them. I've already gotten a couple of DMs. So I'm just going to announce this to everybody. If you're a business owner who wants to streamline your internal workflows, if you want to learn how to build apps, or you're an aspiring app developer, this is for you. And if you're interested in the journey, I recommend you do subscribe, follow all my socials. It's going to be really interesting, guys. I know. I'm going to be building my app specifically for people to earn more money online. So whether you're a drop shipper, clipper, e-com store, you're in a multi-million-dollar company, whatever, it's going to help you guys make more money. Now, follow along and let's build some cool shit, guys.